Hi students, welcome back to Alforce e-learning chemistry classes. Today I am going to start session 32 of stoichiometry chapter, and we are discussing numericals on the concept equivalent weight. In the previous session I have discussed with you some numericals regarding equivalent weight is concerned, and today also let me discuss some more numericals based on equivalent mass and N factor. Right down, students. This is Fe3O4, a mixed oxide of iron, changing into ferric oxide Fe2O3. Now, I want to calculate the equivalent masses of both Fe3O4 and as well as Fe2O3. First, let me calculate the oxidation numbers. For these three irons, average oxidation state is plus 8/3. For these two irons, the oxidation number is plus 3. That we know very well. And to estimate the equivalent mass of Fe3O4, we need its N factor, how it is changing with respect to its oxidation state from reactant to product. Now, here I am writing plus 8/3 changing into 3. That is no doubt oxidation, increase in oxidation state. So if you take this difference, it becomes 1/3. Concentrate here, students, 1/3 per one atom. But how many such iron atoms are there? 3. So 3 into 3, 1. So equivalent mass is equal to molar mass divided by 1 in the case of Fe3O4. See, they will confuse you in the examination. He will give this reaction and he is going to ask you to calculate equivalent mass of Fe2O3. It means you have to find out N factor for the reverse reaction, that is Fe2O3 changing into Fe3O4. To estimate the N factor of this, in such case we have to consider the reverse reaction. Let me calculate equivalent mass of Fe2O3 in this reaction, that is in the reverse reaction. Formula mass, we need N factor. This is plus 3 changing into 8/3. Change is as usual 1/3, but how many such irons are there if you consider this as reactant? 2 such irons, so you should multiply this with 2. So N factor here is 2/3, so answer is 3m/2. See, N factor for Fe3O4 is 1. Whereas in the same reaction, the N factor for Fe2O3, you have to consider from this to this, and only 2 atoms, so it becomes 2/3. So in such case, equivalent mass of Fe2O3, you should express that as formula mass, that is molar mass divided by N factor 2/3, so 3m/2. So in some questions they are going to ask like this, like that, to confuse you people by letting the examination. So whether he is asking for reactant or product, you should be very cautious while solving numericals, especially the solving of N factors. Then only you will get the correct answer. Please note it down, and then I will go for the next numerical. Okay, students, Let me go for next numerical. You please write down along with me. Please write down. If GMW, gram molecular weight of ammonia and nitrogen are X1 and X2 respectively, right now friends, and gram equivalent weights of same two substances, ammonia and nitrogen, are Y1 and Y2 respectively. For reaction he has given N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. What is the value of Y1 minus Y2 in terms of X1 and X2? That is the question. I am repeating the data. Please write down, friends. If molar masses of ammonia and nitrogen are X1 and X2 respectively, and GW equivalent weights of ammonia and nitrogen are Y1 and Y2 respectively, further reaction, that is N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3, you should bring down the value of Y1 minus Y2, that too in terms of X1 and X2. What exactly, how to calculate here? X1, X2 are molar masses. Y1 and Y2 are equivalent masses. So you have to relate equivalent masses with molar masses. That is possible through EN factors. How they are changing? For that he has given equation. That's the way that one should think while reading the question itself. Now let me solve this. N2 plus 3H2. Note down, students, 2NH3. Here oxidation number 0, 0, and for nitrogen minus 3, and for hydrogen is plus 1. Here linking is between nitrogen and ammonia. No need to bother about hydrogen because he was not included in the data of hydrogen. So here N factor for nitrogen, first let me estimate. Nitrogen is changing from 0 to minus 3 per 1 atom. Two such nitrogen atoms are there in its molecular formula. So the N factor for this is 2 into 3, 6. Next. We need the N factor for ammonia. N factor for ammonia. There itself already very clearly noted here. For nitrogen minus 3. For 3 hydrogens plus 3. So for either of the one you can take the N factor of ammonia as 3 itself. So I got the N factors for nitrogen and as well as ammonia. Right. Now we have to apply the formula. We know GW is equal to GMW divided by N factor. What exactly we have learned in the previous sessions. Okay, now let me apply the same here. Y1, Y2 are equivalents. Y1, 1 is for ammonia, I think, right? Okay. Y1, equivalent weight of ammonia. Molar mass. What is the molar mass of ammonia given? X1. Okay. Divided by N factor for ammonia is 3. Next. Y2. Y2 is the equivalent mass of nitrogen. Formula molar mass of nitrogen in terms of X is given as X2 divided by n factor 6. Now what exactly is asking you to calculate value of y1 minus y2. So y1 minus y2, x1 by 3 minus x2 by 6 is equal to 2x1 minus x2 by 6. Then that is your final answer for this numerical. See, it is nothing but the application of interlinking between molar mass and equivalent mass, or molecular weight and equivalent weight, through n factor. Through n factor with the help of a redox reaction given. So this is how to solve this type of questions, which includes the interrelation between molar masses and equivalent masses. Please copy it down. Then I will go for some more numericals on different approaches. Don't waste the time, students. Please write down while listening itself. Such that we will go for more number of numericals. Okay, ready? Let me go for the next numerical. Please note it down. Along with me, please note it down. Ammonia NH3 is oxidized by oxygen into nitric oxide NO and H2O. Let us, friends, in basic medium, calculate, the question is, right, calculate the number of equivalents of ammonia. Calculate the number of equivalents of ammonia oxidized by 1 mole of oxygen. Oxidized by 1 mole of oxygen. That is the question given. Now we should write the equation. Simple. All the reactants and products both have been given to us. You can write it. No problem. Let me write. Ammonia oxidizing by oxygen, changing into nitric oxide and water. Very simple. Nitrogen here -3, here that is +2. So you will get here 5O2. Very simple. Let me do that one also. Let me remind once again how to balance redox reaction. -3, 0, +2, -2, -2. Okay, oxygen -3, 2 +2, 5. That change we should write here 5. Oxygen 0 to -2, 2 such oxygens, 2 into 2, 4. Write 4 here. 4 NO. Or now balance hydrogens 4 into 3, 12, 6H2O. All the elements on both sides have been balanced properly. Now I got the balanced chemical equation and I got the N factor also. N factor for nitrogen ammonia is here 5 for nitrogen, that ammonia. Okay, leave it. Here, from this balanced redox reaction, we can write, see friends, 4 mole of ammonia can be, note it down, oxidized by 5 mole of oxygen. Okay, that's what the data that one can write from observing balanced chemical equation. Okay, now he is not asking for moles of ammonia, He is asking for equivalence of ammonia. Okay. How you convert moles into equivalence? Equivalence is equal to moles into n factor. The principle of gram equivalence. Now I am going to convert moles of ammonia into equivalence of ammonia by multiplying this moles with n factor. What is the n factor here for ammonia? Nitrogen is changing from -3 to +2, changes 5. So if you multiply this with 5, 4 into 5 equivalents of ammonia can be oxidized by 5 mole of oxygen. But this time, how many moles he is giving to you? For the calculation, he is asking for only 1 mole of oxygen. Okay? Now, let me write 1 more here, then what will be the value here? 1 by 5 into 4 into 5, that is, our answer is 4. Now, this question can be set as an integer type question in advanced paper. The same basic concept I have applied, what we have discussed in the previous numerical and this also. Just the principle of gram equivalence I have applied, that is equivalence is equal to moles into n factor, nothing more than that. So very simple and easy, you can easily understand. If you are not able to concentrate, then it will be difficult. So try to concentrate more. Okay? Let me go for the next question, please note it down. I will go for next question. Students, please note down while I am explaining to you. Don't waste time. Okay, let me go for the next numerical. Note it down, get ready. I am writing here. Please note it down. Acetic acid on chlorination. Acetic acid on chlorination yields trichloroacetic acid. Trichloroacetic acid. Acetic acid on chlorination yields trichloroacetic acid. What is equivalent weight? EQWT I am writing, understand? What is equivalent weight of acetic acid? Formula here I am writing. In this reaction, RCN just I am writing. What is the equivalent weight of acetic acid in this reaction? Okay. Here, acetic acid is undergoing chlorination. Of course, you don't know the reaction. I will give you the reaction. Please see. Acetic acid on chlorination gives trichloroacetic acid, where the 3 hydrogens are replaced by 3 chlorine atoms. That is called trichloroacetic acid. Once the organic is completed, you can write it on your own. That's why I am giving you the equation. Don't worry about it. Here the motto is how to estimate the equivalent mass and by identifying the n factor. See, while explaining oxidation numbers for individual atoms, I have explained this example in the previous session under the heading of oxidation numbers. I will remind you once again. See, 2 carbons. This is bonding here. Hydrogen. Bonding between same p element, net should be equal to 0. So this net should be equal to 0. We know hydrogen is +1. So net should get 0. So the oxidation state of this carbon is -3. Observe here, students. The oxidation state of this carbon is -3. Why I have written -3? Bonding between same p elements. If no other bonding is 0, 0. But this is bonded to some other, this is bonded to some other. So then the net should be equal to 0. This we have already applied while learning oxidation number concept. Right. Similarly here also, this net should be equal to 0. 2 oxygens minus 4, 1 hydrogen plus 1. Minus 4 plus 1 should be equal to 0. So it should be assigned with plus 3. So oxidation state of this carbon is minus 3 and oxidation state of this carbon is plus 3. Now let me write the structure of CCl3COOH, trichloroacetic acid. So instead of 3 is 3 hydrogens. 3 chlorines will come. Nothing more than that. Very simple. See friends. Let me explain now. This is as usual plus 3 because no change as it is the path goes. Now this instead of hydrogen, chlorine entered into picture. Compared with carbon hydrogen, hydrogen is more electronegative, carbon is less electronegative. Here, compared with carbon and chlorine, chlorine is more electronegative. Chlorine is more electronegative. So if one bond, so you should give it with minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Net should be equal to 0. So you should assign plus 3 for this carbon. See the difference. You concentrate students. See the difference here. These 3 hydrogens plus 1. Because this is more electronegative than hydrogen. And minus 3 you got here. But compared with carbon and chlorine, chlorine is more electronegative. That's why in that session on that day, I have given one statement to you. More electronegative element always gets negative oxidation state, whereas less electronegative element gets a positive oxidation state. Okay, don't forget about that. So that's why here you should assign plus 3 here for all the 3 chlorines minus this, so here balance. Now we have to estimate the N factor here to calculate the equivalent mass. This carbon, second carbon, that is first carbon, no change, second carbon. The change is from minus 3 to plus 3 total 6. Oh, I got finally the N factor of acetic acid when it is undergoing chlorination. So let me write its equivalent mass. Formula mass 60 acetic acid formula mass divided by 6, that is 10 grams. So finally I got the answer as 10 grams, which is the equivalent mass of acetic acid in that particular reaction. Please note down, it's a very, very important model. And then I will go for next question. Here the major part is minus 3 to plus 3. Okay students, get ready. I am going for next numerical. Please get ready. Okay, I am writing. Please write along with me. 1 mole of chlorine. Write down students. 1 mole of chlorine combines with 1 mole of chlorine combines with some metal gives 111 grams of its chloride. 111 grams of its chloride. Right on friends. 111 grams of its chloride. 111 grams. The same amount of metal can combine with 2 grams of hydrogen. What is equivalent, EQWT I am writing, what is equivalent weight of metal? That is the question. Let me explain. The data actually what exactly given to us. 1 mole of chlorine combines with some metal. We don't know how much weight of metal. What is the metal also we don't know. Gives 111 grams of its chloride. The same amount of metal can combine with 2 grams of hydrogen. Now, we have to calculate the equivalent weight of that metal, which exactly we don't know what is that metal, but we can calculate based on the given data. 1 mole of chlorine. Chlorine is always available in the form of gas, Cl2. The formula of chlorine gas is Cl2. What is the molar mass? 71 grams. Okay. He has given 111 grams of its chloride, and that 111 grams, 1 mole of chlorine is there. 1 mole of chlorine is there. What is 1 mole of chlorine? See here I am writing 1 mole of chlorine gas means how much weight? 71 grams. That we know. But out of 111 grams, you can say that 71 grams is chlorine. What is the remaining? 40. Here what is the reaction? Metal is combining chlorine. You have the weight of chlorine. The remaining weight is nothing but weight of metal. Here I am writing. Weight of metal is equal to 111 minus 71, 40 grams. Okay. Now I got the weight of metal 40 grams, which is combining with 71 grams of chlorine and is forming 111 grams of chloride. Now come to the second data, what exactly given to estimate the equivalent weight of that metal. Right. And same amount of metal. It means how much amount? That amount I got 40 grams. Same 40 grams of metal can combine with 2 grams of hydrogen. Now you have to calculate equivalent weight of metal. Again, he has set the question from the data to the basic definition of equivalent weight. What is equivalent weight? It is nothing but the weight of an element that combines with 1 gram of hydrogen. Okay. Now I am writing the data. 40 grams of metal. Same amount of metal. Combining with 2 grams of hydrogen. But to estimate equivalent mass, how much weight of hydrogen we have to consider? Only 1 gram of hydrogen. So what will be the answer? That is 1 by 2 into 40, that is 20. Now that is the answer for this question. So 20 grams is the equivalent weight of the metal given in the question. So without knowing the formula of metal also, we can estimate its molar mass based on the experimental data given to us. Please note down. I will go for one more question. Note down, students. Don't waste the time.
Kinematics ఎక్కడ ఉంది?
Okay. Students, write down the next one. I am dictating the question. Please write down. A quantity of 20 grams of an acid, 20 grams of an acid furnished. Write down, friends. 0.5 mole of H3 plus, 0.5 mole of H3O plus, and in aqueous solution, what is the equivalent weight of acid? That's what the question given to you, right? It's a very simple question when compared with the previous. Very simple it is. While estimating the equivalent weight of acid, we have already learned some formula. That is, equivalent weight of acid is equal to formula mass divided by n factor. N factor. What is that n factor? Basicity of that acid. What is basicity? The number of H plus ions furnished by one species or one molecule of acid. Okay? That's what I am going to apply here. Nothing more than that. Please consider, nothing more than that. See, he is giving 20 grams of acid furnishing 0.5 molar of H plus. Sir, in the question you have given H2O plus. Why you are writing H plus? Because H plus ion in aqueous solution will exist as hydronium ion only by combining with water. There is no simple existence for H plus. It exists as H2O plus. That's why you can write H plus or H2O plus. It doesn't make any difference. No problem. Now, one molecule, one H plus, basicity 1. One molecule of acid, 2 H plus, basicity 2, like that. So, let me calculate for 1. 1 mole means what is the weight? 20 by 0.5, that is 30. Now, you can say the equivalent mass of acid is 40. Because 1 mole of H plus are coming from 40 grams, so your equivalent mass is 40. So, please note it down. Then I will go for one more numerical. Please note it down. I will go for very simple question. Sir, why you have calculated for 1 mole? Yes, based on the concept of equivalent mass of acid. Equivalent mass of acid is equal to formula mass divided by n factor. So based on that only, 20 grams of acid gives 0.5 mole of H plus. So if you take only 1 mole of H plus, then what will be the corresponding mass? That is nothing but 40. So that is equivalent mass of acid given to us. Students, with this I am going to conclude this session, and in the next session I will continue the numericals based on the same equivalent weight but in-depth numericals, that is here advanced level numericals. Tomorrow in the next session I will discuss with you, and meanwhile you please concentrate and revise all the questions what exactly I have teach you from the past 2 sessions. And this concept is starting with base concept of oxidation number. From that area up to the equivalent mass approaches, many number of approaches I teach you. So please revise all those things once again, and then you will get the ease towards this equivalent weight concept, such that we will be very easily you can understand the coming concepts of this stoichiometry chapter. I am going to conclude this session, student. Thank you.